2, 1, go. Good day, everyone. Welcome to another channel. Welcome to another episode of FanView. Welcome to the channel that keeps on giving you content weekly. And I'm with my two colleagues today, Bola and K Cosmos. Bola, how's your weekend been? How have you been?
Hi, how are you? I'm fine. I said how are you? I'm good. It's been good. It's been nice. People I wanted to drop points again. So but it's all good. Even though
K.
Zam is not here.
K, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. And shout out to my fellow title strugglers who will fight for title GB. my weekend was great. Yeah, it was great.
So we're going to talk about this weekend, this past week matches, and we all know the big headline comes from Brentford Community Stadium, where they slashed United fans where they slashed United was there.
You
beat slash down.
Slash.
Beat you well.
When they beat United 4-0. Ladies and gentlemen, if you came here to see me rant, I'm very, very sure. Sorry, you're going to be in the wrong channel because I just don't understand what's going on again. So I'm just going to leave it for the two non-Man U fans here today. Hey,
I don't want to support Man U.
Like this, I swear.
So let's talk about Man U. Let's talk about just Man
U. Hey. What was your opinion on the match on Saturday? Brentford.
The same opinion I've had for like long. Man U is shit. Like this is not even about even panting or anything. Like I'm ashamed on behalf of Man U. Seriously. Like I don't even know what's wrong with that team. That team is just shit. Let's not talk too much. The team is shit.
Okay, GB, what's looking at the match as a United fan? It was very weird seeing Eriksen playing as our DM and seeing Fred.
Yeah,
seeing Fred being the one to go forward. What do you think was the thinking behind that? What was Erik Ten Hag thinking?
Okay, so from the first match against Brighton, McTominay and Fred could not help you press the ball. Could help him get ball from the center back and then help move it up the field because McTominay and Fred could not do that. So he actually brought in Eriksen to help with that.
Okay.
He brought in Eriksen to help them move the okay.
Please can you mute?
Okay, you have to mute.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I'm very sorry.
So he actually brought in Eriksen to help him take the ball from the center backs and then help progress it. But it's so funny because Brentford they were so prepared for the game that it's almost like they knew what Man U are going to do. So like number one, you're going to play against the Brentford side that is very physical. And then your last, like the person that helps you bring out the ball from the back is Eriksen. And number two, you have a ball playing goalkeeper that is not very smart with his decisions. He chose to pass to Eriksen at there's the goal, the second goal. Like Eriksen is like shouldn't be the person that was supposed to receive that pass because you are the one that sees the people that are pressing him, like the players pressing Eriksen, and then you give him a direct pass. Even though Eriksen, I felt could have done a better job at keeping the ball, but you actually put him into so much pressure. And that was the idea because in fact, Man City does this sometimes when we play Bernardo Silva so that it can help bring out the ball from the back, especially when we're playing against teams that want to press so high, against Liverpool and the likes.
Mm-hmm.
So Pep uses Bernardo Silva to do that. But we have a goalkeeper that can play out from the back comfortably. We have centre backs that can play out from the back comfortably. But Man United does not have that. And I think Ten Hag really just wants to instill his style upon the players that cannot actually bring it out. So it's like disaster. Like it's just a disaster.
I think the guy is going to suffer a lot. Because he does not know,
Maybe if he
I
does
feel like
not learn.
he does not know how to,
Um,
he's supposed to
GB,
first manage, I guess.
GB, give it what you said. You said he has the players that doesn't know how to play style of play and everything. When he was asked on him changing his style, trying to suit the players and everything, he said he's not changing his style. That
Of course, that's
this
what
he
he's
said
going
he
to
said,
say.
and he said something that was really funny to United fans. He said these players did it in preseason, so they can still do it.
See, when you
So
play in a
okay,
league match, like Dia came after the match to say, okay, he's going to take the blame and all of that. Like it's like something that's already getting used to Man U players. They mess up and they'll be like, don't worry, I'll be the one to go to the press conference and take the blame. It's almost every week that someone is taking the blame. And so it's different. When you're in preseason, there is nothing at stake. You do not have 3 points to fight for. And
yeah.
for each 3 points to win, there's some amount of money you get from the league. I'm pretty sure you don't have 3 points to fight for. You're not playing in front of your fans. You're not playing away where probably the home crowd is hostile. There's not like preseason. It's like it's so different. You cannot compare the expectations of preseason to where you have to win 3 points. So I feel the fact that you said these players. In fact, I have a friend that is a Man U fan. He told me, see, this Man U is playing in preseason is. You will not be surprised if it comes to the full-fledged season and Man U is having difficulties in replicating it because it's obvious. These players that Ten Hag has, I don't know. I just feel like they are not able to um, offer what he wants, like full time. And having number one, Dia is I feel like is a very good keeper, like world class shot stopper. But playing out from the back, no.
And
It
I
makes
think he has lost his confidence kind of also.
yeah,
Probably
mhm.
style or something. I don't get
You
But
see the
but, but
first
then but
goal.
the
then
first goal
Something
the
that's
first goal he
that's
conceded was
that's something about Dia. If Dia is going to
that's
perform in a season, he will perform exceptionally well. If he's going to start messing up,
yeah.
it will be so obvious.
I feel like
There was this match they played
okay.
against Arsenal once when Shaka played one ball from outside the
Yeah,
box.
they will not
Do you
blaming the
remember that
wind.
ball?
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that's swerving ball.
So yeah, so if Dia is going to perform, he's going to be like on top. But Dia is going to mess up. Oh my god.
But then that was the most surprising thing. Thing is, we my fans here, when the FS came 2012, when he first came to United, his um his passing style was okay. At least we all knew that was what he was good at. His shot stopping was bad, and then it's like he has almost been coached out of it to stop passing the ball, and then now he's
So,
getting
personally, I feel
okay.
qualities like that, they are just something that you cannot be coached into having. That's why you see
Yeah.
coaches when they come into a club and they see that the goalkeepers that they have cannot play the out from back.
Nah.
The next thing they do is
Like when
next
Guardiola
opportunity
came,
is to buy. Even
bought Bravo.
as Arteta self, he knew with Leno, aside from Leno was messing up sometimes, but like you can see how Ramsdale contributes to Arsenal's players from the back. So you
Mhm.
can't coach some of these things into a player. It's
Not
either
even
they
at
have
that
it
age. Not at that age.
exactly. So it's either they have it or they don't. Bravo. When Pep came, like Kay was about to say, he brought in Bravo. Bravo could play with the bar
Immediately.
with the ball, but at the
And
same
it was
time,
not as
Bravo
good
was so
as
susceptible to mistakes, and it wasn't as good as Joe Hart at that time.
Thor.
But still, he was not ready to agree that because what Bravo offers, it's something that you might not know how minute it is, but a keeper being able to play
Mhm.
out the ball from the back is something that you
Mhm.
absolutely need as a ball playing team. See against Brighton, Man U, Raya, just no, sorry, Brentford keeper. It's not like he was making the short passes, but the outside balls he was putting out were just directly to Tony, directly get Tony. Tony is against Martinez. Tony won like 56.2% of his duels. I was reading it somewhere, and that's like his best in a while because it was obvious that Brentford were targeting Tony versus Martinez. And then when you win the ball,
Even
it's easy
Brighton.
for us to progress. Even
Even
Brighton,
Brighton.
see the was it the third goal or fourth goal against Man U, the header at the back post
And I see
against
Martinez.
Martinez.
I don't even know what he was trying to do there.
So I just feel like I
Um
Ten Hag is good, but he has a lot to learn. And I don't think Man U is
um
a really good place to learn a lot right now.
okay.
Yeah.
Right now, United fans are still calm, saying we are ready to back this manager. They're putting all their frustration on the on the owners of the club. Bayern, they might boycott the Liverpool's game on Monday, but then that's for another day. Ten Hag here will be surprised of the qualities of the league, the tactics, the way the league has been from the lower sides. Like the lower sides have been tactically good too. You'll be surprised, and as Bola said, he's learning. Is it? Do you think his job is at stake now, or is it still okay? We're giving it to end of season.
I don't think his job is at stake in any way.
Yeah.
Unless if the board is unless they are not learning. I don't think his job should be at stake.
The thing is, in that match, I could have said so many things that I could have done differently. Like putting Eriksen as a DM was wrong. Putting Luke Shaw as
at the same time using.
Okay.
I feel like at the same time, I feel like it's just a coach that is just trying to like try different things out. Because the fact is, even using Eriksen as a DM, it's still the same results. He will get the same results if he still uses Fred as a DM or McTominay as a DM. So I feel like he's just trying to like spice up that midfield. Because the fact is, for a ball playing side, they need to have that midfielder that can take the ball from the back and progress it immediately. So I feel like that was what he was trying to try with Eriksen. Because almost all big teams has that kind of player. Arsenal has package to do that for them. Man City has Rodri, Bernardo Silva.
Liverpool does with Thiago.
Liverpool has Fabio, Thiago.
Thiago does. That's what Thiago does mostly. He comes, he collects the ball, sprays the pass.
So I just feel like the only fault I just see when it comes to his own side is that he's not trying to adapt to the players he has. He's trying to like force his style of play on the players, and I don't think that is going to work seriously. Because I don't know, even when Guardiola came in with Fernando and Fernandinho, he was not trying to play too much from the back like that. He was just using everything to just until I'm able to get the players that can actually play this style.
And then he's doing. Okay, continue.
Even Mateta, when he came to, we were playing 3-5 something that time because he knows that these players, they can't play the 4-2-1-3 that he wants to play. So the best is for him to just play the 3-4 whatever to make sure let this team even like
even I feel like even Tuchel. That's what Tuchel is not a three defense manager before. It was when it came to Chelsea that I saw this Chelsea. So I feel like it has been working. So
I feel like he's supposed to like. This team needs stability first. Supposed to die. I feel like that should be his first job there. Find a way to make the team stable. It's not a must they play beautiful football right now. I don't think he's supposed to be consigned with playing beautiful football because he does not have the players. So he's not supposed to be consigned with it. I feel like he's supposed to be more concerned about grinding out results essentially. And he had a very good opportunity this season. And his first two matches were matches that he's supposed to get some points from at least to make the team stable. Now he's under a lot of pressure because even though we will say, okay, I don't think the board is putting under pressure. But the fact is the media and everybody they're looking for bants, looking for things to say. So right now I'm like, unless if something extraordinary happens, he's already rating that his next match is going to lose it. Then after that, Southampton should probably be able to beat Southampton. But with the way Man you are, I'm not even going to say that is a given. So after that, there's Leicester, then there's Arsenal. Like that is like 6 matches that you don't even know if he's going to get more than 3 points.
Yeah.
So I feel like his first job, if I were in issue, I feel like his first job at Man U was supposed to be stabilizing the club, just managing the players he has to just get anything first. Then subsequently can get the players he wants. Because right now, Man U is not going to attract the kind of players he wants. That is just a fact. Because imagine a possible target watching that match against Brentford. Will he be convinced to like try out the team? So that is just it. Like, and apart from even the results, the performance is so woeful. Like, there's nothing interesting about Man U right now. So that is just it. I feel like he's not under pressure, definitely, but they're not going to sack him anytime soon.
Yeah.
But if he does not change his view of how this I want to play, I don't think that is the way. He should find a way to mix things up. Because I think I mentioned it last time I was like in Premier League. You can't say this is my style, this is my style. You have to roll with what you are given.
Yeah.
So that is just it.
Okay. GB.
Yes.
Everybody's obviously going to talk about how bad United were and everything. Well, how good was Brentford on that day?
Yes. I think Brentford actually, like, it's obvious. Like, it's obvious that they knew what they wanted to do and they executed the plan perfectly. They knew
But at the
which
same time,
targets.
they were not exceptional at the same time. So
They
Man U
were
was
for
just
the first half. I feel like everything that they did, like, it's obvious. Like, it was like they knew the right person to trigger press because they knew, okay, Eriksen was going to come deep to collect the ball. They knew see the first goal, even though it later became the Diaz's fault, but see how they got the ball. It was I was reading a tactical explanation of what Brentford did. So it was like they were they made sure that, okay, fine, they press high, but when they are trying to press high, it was going to be man to man. So it was like a man for Maguire, one for Eriksen, one for each of when man is trying to play out the ball back. So let's say man has three defenders, and then the marking was supposed to be man to man. And then whenever the pass was supposed to come, whenever Eriksen is supposed to come deep to collect the pass from there, then that's the trigger press. That's the time you just storm Man U. And something about the year is he panics. If there is no chance for him to give someone, he's either going to play it long and then Brentford win possession, or he makes a very silly pass. Or he just, I don't know, it's just, as much as I like I just feel like a possession-based coach would find it difficult to have him. And I don't know. That's why I felt, why did Man U allow Anderson to go then? If you want this to happen, then why allow Anderson? Anyway, Anderson was very, very unhappy at Manchester United. So I don't think there's anything that could have stopped him from staying. So it was obvious that Brentford actually, like, I can say for the first 30 to 45 minutes, they knew what they were going to do. Man, you were shitty fine, but I felt it was obvious Brentford.
They were
very shitty. But Brentford actually knew what they were going to do, and they executed a plan. In fact, I think they ran about 20 kilometers more than Manchester United. Like
they were everywhere, actually.
Yes, the airports, the plan, the crowd support, everything was just in support of Brentford. And then for the second half, I don't know, you are 4-0 up against Manchester United. What else? Just to defend and carry your win, right? So I think Brentford played a perfect game. Like, they will be so, like, they could, their manager could never even believe that, 4-0, Man U, God, since when? 1930 what?
This what he said there was just what vexed me the most about that match, was that Brentford came out second half going into second gear, and then United could not score. I was like, are we this bad? But then anyway,
I don't think any outfield United player has scored this season.
Nah,
they haven't. The team is not in sync. Like, they are not playing together.
Yeah.
Like, you see Bruno wants to do everything by himself, wants to shoot. Same with Rashford. And Ronaldo too. I don't know what was wrong with my goat.
So Ronaldo is not in that frustration. Like, it was just
playing. It was just, and I can't, like, you can't watch that match and expect Ronaldo to actually still be in that team. To do what?
And there's no club coming for him, so
it's going to be a problem. But I feel before the end of this transfer window, Ronaldo is going to leave. I feel Ronaldo is going to go.
Yeah.
I don't know. I won't be surprised if he doesn't leave, because at 37, I feel like most clubs won't, like, they feel like it's not a good investment. Kind of. At 37, I think that it was like 33, 34, okay, maybe. But at 37, I don't think anybody's going to take him up.
Okay, I'll go to ask you the last question, United. I was watching TalkSport, and one sports fan, I can't remember his name, he said something about how United fans are adding to the problem of the players, that we United fans are sports brand because we've been winning all this while, and then now we're going through a bad time, and now we're going through a bad time, and then it's like the world is falling on us and everything. Me personally, as a United fan, tomorrow is my birthday. I'm not really ready to celebrate it because of United. And do you think we the fans are overreacting, or is it when you look at us, do you feel like, oh, this team, this club have been successful, so why you guys feeling this bad for just this period of time? Or how do you look at United fans now?
I feel like United fans, they are still in the Ferguson era.
Uh-huh.
That is what I see. Like. I feel like emotionally and every other league that you can think of, they still think they're in the Fergie era. Like they are supposed to like reduce whatever it is they are expecting from the team, and it's not even bouncing this time. It's just like that is just the fact. Everything is changing with the team, and I feel like the problem of the club, like even before now, right from when Ferguson left, was that they were so eager to continue what Fergie was doing. Like they
Yeah.
didn't look for the right profile of coach, right profile of player or anything. No, they were just going for the big names that were available. But I feel like they are supposed to like at least be able to, maybe they will change it during Penang. But all their coaches, I feel like most of the players they signed were not because the coach asked for it. It was because this is the next big available name in the
Yeah.
market. That was why they signed him. So I feel like if the board, if they're able to like allow the manager himself to choose
Yeah.
his players, allow him like free reign, they're able to support him in every way. Not even about, it's not about the players he's going to sign already alone, or the kind of tactics he's going to, like they have to support him all around. If he says he does not want a player, no matter how big the player is, if once he says he does not want this player, they should be able to support him and move that player out of the club. Give him all the support he needs. I feel like if they're able to do that, they should. Like this football, if a process is going on 2 years, 3 years, and everything is going right with it, I'm very sure Man U has the resource. Like if that the way Ateta is at Arsenal, if you add him that this what is doing with Arsenal is with Man U, you have probably won something big because he has all the money to buy anybody he wants. It's Man U. But the board, like I said, they prefer signing players by themselves, signing players for the PR and all. So if they're able to change, and the fans especially, they should calm down a little bit. The team has left that glory era. They should like just be like Arsenal fans. Like when we were going through our rubbish, we were just
We are still
calm. Like,
going through it though. Man, it's
but
just
like
two
no,
games.
now no, we are not. I'm not saying the only thing we are going through now is just that okay, probably we have not won anything major.
Yeah.
But apart from that, performance wise, and all, like most of my matches, apart from I want to play Man City and Liverpool, any other team I want to play in the league right now, I will tell you bring it on. If you beat me, no wahala. But I'm not going to be scared that I want to play you. But before now, I'll be scared I want to play Tottenham. I'll be scared I want to play Chelsea. Once I want to play any big team, I'm scared already. Like, okay, these people could just beat us. So I just calm down. Just support the club right now. Anything you see, just take it. Then from there, you move. At least for a season. Like at the very least for a season. You should not be concerned about results. I feel like you should just be checking the things underneath the results, the performance, the unity of the players, the mood, and all, instead of the results.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I just think.
Yeah, to add to what he said, so I was listening to a podcast this morning and they were talking about how recruitment was under Ferguson. So, Ferguson was a kind of manager that he had this knack of, he just identifies a player and then he feels, okay, this player, it might not even be an household name. And he feels, okay, this player will be able to fit in perfectly to what I want. And then he comes to Manchester United, he performs, he gets the best out of him. And then all of you are like, oh, where did he get this guy from? We didn't know who this guy is before. So that's it. So all through the years of Ferguson, Man U for once never had to set up something like a data-based recruitment team.
Recruitment team or
Having
anything.
scouts, yes, having scouts that work full time, that they come and they okay, fine, you have five
I'm
or
not even
six
sure they even
players.
have I'm not sure they have a process to identify players.
Like that's what I'm
I'm
saying.
not
So
sure.
like
I feel like they just wake up
um,
one morning and just say like this guy is good, let's sign him.
Yeah, like it's over of yourself. That's why Ten Hag is going
so
for all their
like
players.
so like that's what I'm saying. So like it's not supposed to be like that. If as much support that as much freeway that Ten Hag is supposed to have, they're supposed to like some group of people that will tell you, okay, Ten Hag will be like, okay, fine, I need
Have
this
you
striker.
have you
Okay,
guys
fine,
ever had like Man U scouts at this game to watch so person? Like I'm just thinking about it. I've never heard it.
That's it. So, like, they've been so used to the fact that Ferguson could actually pick a player by his own intuition, and then it gets to work out fine. At least, not
All
every
those kind
transfer
of
works out
coaches,
fine, but at
those
least
kind of
60,
coaches are not available.
70. Yeah, you don't have Ferguson. Number one, the wealth of experience he had, nobody offers that in the league right now. He already spent so many years, and he already knows what he needs. He has grown up the team to a particular
He's
point.
a veteran already.
Yeah, so he knows the square peg to the square hole he's looking for. And then most of these coaches that Man U have now, they're just short term, right? They are coming from several clubs. They've not spent several years at the club. They're just looking to build their own. And there's no
They're not
scout
even
support.
coming
There's no recruitment
from a good club.
strategy. Exactly. There's no recruitment strategy. Normally, when Ten Hag is supposed to, okay, I need a striker, they're supposed to like scouts that does this based on data and like, okay, fine, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are strikers. These are the best options that you have in the market right now. And it's like, okay, fine. Amongst these 5, I get to choose. Not Ten Hag going to Ajax and it's like, oh, because to be honest, before Ten Hag came, Man U's highlighted centre back choice was Pau Torres at Villarreal. That's who Man U are actually taking effort to find out about, do a little bit of scouting. But Ten Hag does not even have this team to even tell you, okay, fine, can you look at these options? I want Ten Hag, I want Martinez, you want, that's fine. I'm not saying that's a crime, but at least provide a list of options, have a recruitment team that does decisions based on data. That's it. I feel that's one of the biggest problems. And that's where I feel, okay, the board are also messing up. But it's Man U's problem is not just from the coach. It's a big one. We all know. We all know it's a big one. So it's going to take a time. It's going to take time, please.
A lot of time.
We have a scouting this thing that scouted 50 right backs and came up with Wan-Bissaka.
Exactly. So
nobody scouted you Wan-Bissaka. You people just watch Crystal Palace highlights. Just say who be this Spider-Man like.
Okay. 50 million.
So let's move to City. But now, the only team in the league that has not conceded scored 6 goals.
Fuck Saliba.
How are you feeling? How are you feeling about City this season?
I've nothing much. Like we've played Bournemouth and West Ham. So normally on a good day, I always feel like, okay, fine, I'm supposed to win matches like this. So I just feel like, okay, fine, we have new faces. There's this feeling of new directiveness, at least Jesus and Sterling leaving, and Zinchenko. It's like there's this new fund energy. There's this curiosity that we have, like, okay, fine, I want to see how these new guys are going to perform, you know. So yeah. it's just that drive, because normally I believe we should win the matches that we've won, and we've done that in convincing manner. So being proud, it's normal.
K.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one chasing City now. So
I mean.
How good has City been this beginning of season?
They've just been City, seriously. Like, it's also what we have come to always expect from them. Like, all these kind of matches, they are meant to dominate it. Like, they are meant to win it, except something extraordinary is going to happen. Like, and now Mario has joined the list of teams that Master I expect to just win. Like, under OGS, you guys were still giving top teams problem, but right now, let's talk about Man City. Man City they have been very good, and like, I'm very sure, like, if you didn't know, like, Jesus and Sterling left, I'm very sure you won't notice anything missing in the team. So they are still playing like they left last season. So, and it's actually not surprising. It's Guardiola and his weight of players at Man City, so it's not surprising. They have been good. Yeah, they will drop points soon.
Yeah, of course. Now we'll drop points now. But I want to say something. I see Alan scoring loads of goals. Like, honestly, there was this ball that Foden was supposed to square pass to.
Yeah, when you guys were at 0-0.
Yeah,
that was very selfish.
Pep actually said, like, we have to realize that we are no longer playing with the first 9. There's always going to be someone that is going to be there, like, always there. That's something about Foden. Like, it's only Grealish that has come to realize that we have a striker. And see, Alan, like, that ball was there. the other goal that Foden scored, that the keeper fumbled, it was there for the tapping. Like, he just has this like knack of
No, and
being there.
Holland has a very perfect
Position,
movement
like
around the box. Like I don't want to say perfect movement. Like the guy is always there for any ball that's going to come out.
And Jimmy, speaking of Haaland, I heard, I don't know if that was true. I heard you made
8 touches. Yes,
Yeah,
he had
he
8
had
touches.
8 touches, and
Completed 2
Guardiola,
passes, and
yeah,
one was an assist. Yes,
and
that's
then
very true.
Guardiola came and said, "This is Alan's job is the most difficult job."
Yes, it is because
in the world."
because when we're playing against Bournemouth,
the team is not used to having a 9.
no, aside that though,
And they're
like
not playing with him yet.
Alan's job
Like-
is not to pass now. We have KDB, we have Gundogan, we have Foden, we have Grealish, we have so many people that's just their job primarily. We have Rodri. His job is to finish goals, to run in behind and finish goals. If you actually see the first goal, the Gundogan goal, the assist he did, that's what a striker brings
Yeah,
to
in the
the
midst
team.
of like 3 players, I guess.
Yes, hold them back and then lay the ball off to Gundogan.
Lay the
He
ball
ran
to Gundogan,
and then
yeah.
so and that was his only assist, and he completed those 2 passes. So it's obvious that it's time.
But at the same time,
because it's Haaland.
it's touches is still very, very poor at the same time.
I
feel like it's not yet. Yeah, it is. I feel like it's just. But I'm going to excuse him because I feel like he's not yet just drawn into the team yet. Like by the time he settles down and the players get to know him and all, I feel like he won't be getting that kind of.
Okay, when you say it's poor, isn't it just the way the manager wants the team to play? Doesn't just involve the striker more. So
yes, we want to just make the runs.
when you mean poor, do you mean it's poor from Haaland, or do you mean it's poor from the close seats from the?
I'm talking about the whole thing. Like, like I said, they've not. This is like just their second competitive match together, and I think Man City only played 2 preseason match. So that is like 4 matches.
That Bayern match was half because of
so that is. I feel like they've not had time to like play together, because I feel like if the team is playing together, there's no reason for your top 9 to have just 8 touches for your whole 70 minutes.
Something I would say is, when it comes to Pep, he believes each player is supposed to occupy some position, like tactically, and so you don't get to come. Pep sometimes was not expected to come deep to come and collect. No, we don't want that. We have enough people that are going to do the rotation for you. We have Gundogan that's going to feed off your movements.
But like I'm still standing around for like, there's no way you want to phrase or rephrase this whole situation, and you're going to tell me it's okay for a player to have just 8 touches.
I feel like if you have 8 touches, you have an assist. You are good. That's your job, right?
Guys,
and you could have scored the goal if Foden has passed to you.
You are just looking at the stats.
I watched the entire match now.
I watched the entire match too.
So what was Haaland supposed to do more than what he did?
I'm not blaming Haaland there. I'm not blaming Haaland.
No, but then K is not blaming Haaland. He's blaming.
I'm blaming the whole team. Like the whole team they are not yet in sync with the guy. Like there's no way you want to phrase. There's no way tactical whatever that you tell me a coach is happy with his striker having just 8
come
touches.
on now. Do you guys know that it's because of the team? See how many touches he had against West Ham and see Bournemouth. Bournemouth were like 5 and then 4. But Bournemouth had like 5 defenders, then 2 defensive midfielders.
I'm still going to blame the whole team. Like they could have done more work to give him more chances. One, and even he himself could have come out to play. Bro, forget like maybe Guardiola does not know. I'm very sure Guardiola didn't tell him that. Once if they are not able to provide chance for you, don't worry, you just be there, don't do anything. No, he could have come out, play with the team.
That's what it doesn't work like that.
Is it
with Haaland?
Job? See, I'm telling you, the team, they are not yet working.
If it was Alvarez that was playing, I can assure you Alvarez can never have 8 touches because his job is different.
I'm not
the profile is different.
Profile or not, there's no way you're going to justify a player having 8 touches against Bournemouth, no matter how we want to say the setup. If they set up 5 at the back and you are in the middle of those 5 players, are you like, did they gum you there? Is it impossible for you to
see,
as a player?
You watched the match. Gundogan was the one.
I watched the match.
I was feeding off Haaland's movements. Gundogan was one that was see the first goal. Gundogan was one that came deep, collect the ball.
All these things you are saying now, like the first, I'm very sure like the first 15 to 20 minutes, I'm very sure Haaland had 6 of those 8 touches. Yes, he was into the game. He was into the game more in the beginning. He was very, very much into the game.
He didn't even
in the
touch
beginning
the
of the
ball.
match.
He didn't touch the ball more than twice in the first 15 minutes after the kickoff, and that was it. And then the next thing was the pass to what's the name, to Gundogan. It was the second half that he had more touches.
He only played 15 minutes in the second half.
It was second half. He had like 4 touches. The second half, there was this chance he lost that Grealish gave
all. What I'm just saying is that I still don't think any coach, no matter the setup, no matter the tactical play, no matter the tactical whatever, is going to be happy. See, maybe Guardiola won't come out to say it, but I'm very, very sure he's not going to be happy when he gets into the dressing room to see that his top 9 had just 8 touches. No matter any tactical what is it called you want to bring out for me, because I feel like Haaland is more of a inside the box kind of striker. Agreed, quite all right. But like, if he's going to be as useless as that against teams that sit back, most of the teams in Premier League sit back.
Yeah, his job is to score goals now. He could have scored like a goal if Foden actually did the right thing.
There's nothing like he could have now.
Like it's just about his movement.
We don't care about.
I think.
We don't care about.
Okay.
We don't care about he could have in the Premier League.
Okay. He doesn't need to have 20 touches. KDB will do that for him. Gundogan will do that for him. Rodri will do that. Bernardo Silva will do that for him. Mahrez will do that for him.
So he's supposed to just have 2 touches. And
if he has 2 touches, 1 goal and 1 assist, that's perfect. We don't want more than that because we've been playing against.
You are talking about that because
that's it now.
You are looking at the stats. You are looking.
No, I watched the match now.
No, I'm not saying I watched the match also. You are just saying
he's a striker. It's when we have first 9. It's when we have first 9 that we can expect so many.
Bro,
touches.
there's no.
But
I'm not expecting him to have so many touches. But
how many touches are you expecting Haaland to have? 8 touches.
But I'm not expecting
2 completed passes, 1 assist, and Man scored 4 goals. See the run he made for KDB's goal. The run he made for KDB's goal. Like that's what he's expected to do.
2 completed
passes to make touches
in 70 minutes, and you are here defending that.
And an assist. Why?
I'm very sure you are part of the people that chose Lukaku for him to just set touch.
Because Lukaku does not positively contribute to the game. Yes.
Yes, bro. You know this thing, GB. You know this thing, This season that we are in here, Haaland is going to play a match whereby he's going to have just probably 7 touches with no contribution. I'm waiting for you. Yeah, he's not going to score the whole matches. He's not going to have a goal and
exactly, and he will do assists.
He's not going to have.
Okay.
All 38 matches.
He will create chance for KDB or Gundogan to play well.
There will be that
That's
one
just
match.
His job.
I'm very sure there will be that 1 match or 2 matches whereby he's going to have just 7 touches. No assist, no goal.
If he gives me goals and assists,
I'm telling you, he's not going to give any goal or assist, and I'm going to wait for the way you are talking about. We
have enough people to score, bro.
Forget it. That is not it. It's not about him having an assist or a goal.
What is his job? What is Haaland's job? To pass, to do how many passes?
I agree with the fact that this guy is not playing well with the team. You probably still get better.
He will get better. Why not? He will get better. It's just 2 games.
But I'm
saying you cannot criticize him for the 8 touches because it's fine.
I'm going to criticize him. Are you telling me it's fine for a player to have 8 touches?
Yes, it's fine.
Are you kidding me?
Okay.
It's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine.
I'm very sure we are going to visit this discussion.
That's fine. Yes.
I'm very, very sure.
If you say that, okay, there will be a match that is going to have 7 touches, he won't score. I won't argue that might happen. But what I know is, with the role he plays, if he doesn't score, he doesn't assist. Defenders are so good to Haaland that they space for others. That's what we want.
Do you know how biased right
does it look bad when you say he had 8 touches and only 2 passes completed?
And he had an assist, and his role in the team was fine. That's fine now.
Like, okay, but then that's not a bank performance. That's not a performance. They say, oh
it's
yeah,
not a bad. Haaland did not have a bad performance.
Yeah, but then he's not that of a good performance.
I'm not mentioning anything about him having a bad performance. I'm talking about the fact that
what I'm asking you is, not every game can be like Bournemouth game. See, that Bournemouth game, he made an assist. The goal that KDB scored, it was this run that directed defenders away from KDB to have such free space to score. That's part of his job. If he does not get the ball, make the runs, take the defenders away. We have Gundogan that is going to come deep to score. We have KDB that wants to come deep to score. We have Foden that is always attracted to the box.
I'm very sure. If you are able to talk to Guardiola right now, he's not going to tell you.
Okay.
And Holland having 8 touches and 2 completed passes because he had an assist. It's okay.
Okay.
Bro,
That
if
is
you go
not
watch,
okay.
go watch the post-match conference and see what he said. He said,
It's not definitely Guardiola is not the kind of coach that's going to throw his player.
So what do you
on that
expect him
spot.
to say?
A new player.
Do you know Guardiola's mind? We all know what he says.
You know
so
it.
you can't tell me.
Okay, please,
I don't
can
know
we-
you.
can we
From
change-
what
can
he
we
said,
move on? Can we
that's
move
what I'm
on?
telling you.
Can we move
Guardiola
on?
that said they can't replace Aguero and he went on to buy Holland. Now that
Come
one,
on, you know that I was crying. That was Aguero's
He was
went
crying.
past. What do you expect him to say? We will replace you.
Can we move on? Can we move on?
All
Okay,
right,
okay.
no
Let's do
problem.
that.
What am I going to say about that situation is if the team was, if Man City was a defensive team and they were defending in that match and then Alad only made 8 touches, then we can start questioning. But then they were attacking. This shows that his job is not only to get out on the ball. His job is to make movements, to distract opponents from to magnet opponents to his side and create space for other people.
KDB.
So I feel like
I
feel
agree
like
to that.
I get where
I
Bola was
know,
coming
I know,
from.
I
But
understand what you're saying, but at the same time,
what I'm also telling
not
you, it
going to
cannot always
accept
be like
that
that.
you are
It
telling
cannot
me.
always be like that.
See, do you know
Against
what
West Ham, how
for
many
a
touches
player-
did he have?
Jimmy, do you know what it
you
is
can't,
for a player
always
to
be
have
like
just 2
that.
touches throughout the match? Like
Yeah,
2
it cannot
completed
always
passes.
be like that.
I'm not saying it's good, but you can't tell me a player having 2 completed passes in a match, but because one of the passes is an assist, it's okay.
Yes,
That is very,
it's
very
okay.
wrong.
It's okay for
Are
my
you kidding
striker.
me?
Yes,
Bro,
it's okay for my striker.
Guy, you were our coach. If Michael had just 2 completed passes for
Is
match,
Michael can Michael offer the threat of
Can
balance?
Michael what? What are you telling me? How are you telling me
Because
a striker having
I know
just
that
completed pass?
see
You
something
know
about
that what?
Haaland is his concentration is never switched off. Haaland can have 0 touches
This
in
thing you are telling
80
me,
minutes.
this guy
And
played
his
at
first
Dortmund.
touch will be a goal.
The same
That's fine.
around the box striker. He played the same way he's going to play. The same way as he
Everybody
played all his career.
at
That was how
everybody
he
in
played
Bundesliga
when
plays
he was at
I-line now.
Dortmund.
You can't
Okay,
compare
okay,
that.
And he was able to have more touches.
Everybody in Bundesliga
Was
plays
into the game more.
I-line.
So let's
Why
move on.
not?
We don't have much time. Let's
How many touches did Sancho used to have at Dortmund? Starboy Dortmund.
let's
Something
just-
for Man U.
Let's move on.
It's okay. But it's not my boy's fault. It's not his fault. It's not his fault. That's my
His fault,
sweet
I
boy.
beg, that guy no good. Just the do rubbish.
Hey.
But I don't talk. Let's just move on. But I don't talk. I don't talk anything.
So, but now, yeah, like the way City is going. This one that Liverpool isn't winning any games now. City are winning. How are you looking forward to the season?
I
As
mean,
it keeps on progressing.
my nearest competitor is happy to now, so that you two can carry second. I mean,
I will carry first. Show you the 1 minute.
Okay.
but yeah, it's cool. Anything that make me like anything that concerns Liverpool that is bad, it makes me turn on.
Yeah. Okay, so let's move to the nearest person apart from Man City to the title, Arsenal. Okay, Arsenal is really looking
You are very disrespectful. Now my own club, they talk. Let's move to the. You can't.
Nearest, round up to the
Are
nearest
you,
2 places.
are you okay?
Okay, let's move to Arsenal. Is that what you want to say?
Gunners.
So Arsenal is really firing this starting of season. They're looking very, very good.
It's just 2 matches, please. They are not firing anything.
No,
Just
but then I didn't start the match because I didn't really like Arsenal. But then for what I saw them playing well. And then Gabriel Jesus is firing at the moment. How happy are you to get him?
How happy am I?
Yeah.
Good now. Like I've not had a good night for some time now. Yeah, with the way Aubameyang was prolific and Aubameyang was very, very prolific. But at the same time, I still don't see him as that nine that need kind of.
We are doing favors now, man. You come and collect your player so you can do well.
Who you want to give him? She won't give him. Give him Benjamin Mendy.
No matter how bad United are, I'll never collect a City player. So continue.
Sorry. So as I was saying, I feel like Jesus now is just the person that you want to compliment the whole team as a whole. Like even if he was not as prolific as that scoring, the way he plays already, it's already like bringing out the best out of the rest of the players. So yeah, it's been a very, very good signing, a very, very great signing. And I've been playing too good, too sweet. Like just look at the tactical. No, bro, it's too sweet. When you look at the tactical game, like the tactical brilliance of Arteta. Like, bro, just look at that switch between Xhaka, Zinchenko, and Martinelli. Like, bro, you can't get that switch from those three players anywhere. Seriously, like
They don't come.
three of them.
They
No,
don't
now,
come.
like I'm not shitting on any other club. Now I'm just saying it as it is. Like those three, and the fact is, Zinchenko came when he has not even had that much rapport with these players, and they are interchanging easily. 1 minute now you're seeing Xhaka.
Now, so
1 minute you are seeing Xhaka as the left back. You are seeing Zinchenko going playing the 8. The next minute, no, like the tactical play is actually making me very, very happy. That, like I said before the season started, like I'm not as it is now. I feel like this time last season, I lost my first 3 matches and I was still able to mount a top 4 challenge, which I still think that's what I'm going to do this season. I still think it's just a top 4 challenge. So I'm not that concerned about getting wins this early this season. But like I said, I was more concerned about the performance, like the way they are going to. Now, although, we are still unable to sustain that pressure for long. We did better against Leicester. We were able to play that well for the whole first 5 minutes. Then second half, it was more of on and off in the second half. But the first half was sweet. I played them all through. I played them off the park in the first half. And like I said, I'm watching out for that play, that tactical play, the way the players are able to like move at will, the way they're able to like know where the other player is going to be without having to like check up or anything. That is the only thing I'm still happy with right now. Then when the season goes on, when the season gets harder, then I will not start taking notice of the results. But right now, I'm more about how the team is actually playing, how they are setting up. That is what I'm about, and it has been beautiful to watch.
GB. Arsenal and Man City, people say they have nowadays they have similarities. Do you see some similarities with what Arteta does and what Pep is doing at City?
Yeah, because I feel like Arteta has always been someone that would like really likes to implement his style. He has a choice, he has a like style of preference, but sometimes when you don't have the personnel, sometimes when you don't have the qualities that can give you that, some players are just not able to provide that. You can't just coach some things to some players. They just have to have it. I hope you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So honestly, getting Jesus and Zinchenko from City, I just feel like it was just Arteta's way of saying these guys. I've worked with them before, and I'm pretty sure they would not have any issues actually fitting into any top 6 team in the league and play well, because they are players that are used to rotations, to tactical instructions, to what have you. So whatever can make you play well at City should make you play well at Arsenal, especially when you even have Arteta as your coach, someone that you're be comfortable with right from time. So I don't want to say that there are similarities because they have not gotten to the level where we are yet, but I can see that, like, yeah, because I've always believed Arteta has been good anyway, right from time. So it's just 2 matches, but so far it's been really nice. I won't be a Jesse.
That one a shitty nigga now. Now I ain't get malaria. Talking shit about us now.
I'm wishing Jesse a speedy recovery. Okay. Yeah, you see people saying the season is just starting, and does it bother you that your players, what happened last season might happen again because of the age of your players? You feel like they're not experienced enough, you don't have that leader, or do you see some leading qualities in some of the Arsenal players now that would make you feel if it gets to the crunch time they could pass it?
I feel like I'm not expecting what happened last season to happen again. It's not even about the additions. It's about the fact that the players that experienced it last season, I don't think they should put themselves in the position to experience it again this season.
Wow.
So just that alone, like, apart from before even talking about the additions, the players themselves, I don't expect them to have that kind of breakdown again. And apart from the age of the players and all last season, my main issue came from not having backups. Like last season now, Tierney had an injury and I had to call on Tavares, and this guy was just running up and down. I don't even know what was pushing him. Just running everywhere. So that is by the way. Then Lacazette, let me not even talk about those ones. Those ones are mad. Then Partey, we are yet to actually do that. But Partey had injury to last season. There was nobody to take his place. And before Arteta was able to think of using Eneni and Xhaka, so we've already lost 3 matches in a row. And I think those 3 matches are the main reason. Me losing top 4 was not because I lost to Tottenham and Newcastle. No. It was those 3 matches, as far as I'm concerned. Because when we lost those 3 matches, I think Tottenham also lost 2 of their matches too. And those 3 matches were matches I'm supposed to win comfortably. I didn't mean that I won those 3 matches. I would have been a whole lot of points ahead of, probably before playing Tottenham, I would have already qualified for Champions League. So I still feel like me losing the Champions League spot was because of those 3 matches, not Tottenham and Newcastle match. So and now this season now we've added we have more squad depth now. If Tierney has injury, there's Dzeko. If Dzeko has injury, there's Tierney. Then centre back, there's Saliba, there's Gabriel, there's White, and White can also cover as right back. In the middle of the field also, if Xhaka has injury, Dzeko can also play there. If Xhaka has injury, Dzeko can comfortably play there. Or if not, there's Lokonga, there's Eneni, and across the front line, there's Martinelli, Saka, Smith-Rowe, Pepe, Jesus. So I feel like now I have more players to call on. So hopefully there won't be a repeat of last season. Hopefully.
Okay. Okay. Just end it for us. When Europa League starts and everything, would you like to see Arteta going more for it, or would you want to just finish in top 4 in the Premier League? And how is the season going for you? How excited are you to watch Arsenal games now?
Well, about the Europa League, when Europa League starts, I don't know. I feel like he shouldn't risk his players until the later stages. Definitely, until the later stages. But I feel like any coach, once you are in a quarterfinal or round of 16 of a major European competition, any coach is going to go for it from there. At least you try to win it. If you end up winning it, fine. If not, fine. But I feel like once you get to the later stages from probably from the quarterfinal round of 16, I'm very sure it's going to go for it fully. But apart from that, the early stage, I feel like you should just use his French players. And my French players are more than enough. I have Wale Tona as my goalkeeper. Then there's Odin, White, and so I feel like I have a second field team that should be able to win the group stage easily. Then from the round of 32, round of 16, we'll see where we go from there. And Arsenal are more interesting to watch right now. It's not even for we the fans alone. Even the rival fans that are watching Arsenal, they're Arsenal is very, very interesting to watch this season. So I'm always happy. I'm always I'm even angry that my match is 5:30 on Saturday. Why can't I just play 12:30? Let me watch something sweet once and for all. So Arsenal is very interesting. It's very sweet to watch right now.
Okay.
And that's because we're patient. So if you want to get to that stage, you have to be patient too. Sorry.
Someone said when they give testimony.
You're crazy. I know we'll do it. You know, I have to suffer to 30 years.
GB, we're moving to Liverpool because
that's
meant to be that might still be your title contenders and everything.
They won't. They've lost the league already.
What's going on? What's going wrong with Liverpool? What do you think is the problem at Liverpool?
Honestly, I can't say because I've watched their
first simple matches. Their recruitment.
I've watched their first. They've been playing well. They've been playing very well, possessing, creating chances, but the goals are not just coming. They've been playing. Yesterday, you need to see how much they terrorized Crystal Palace in the first half. It was so crazy. Even after the match, the first question they asked James Milner, because he was the one that I think is the captain if Anderson is no longer on the pitch.
Yeah, he was the captain.
How do you dominate an opponent so much and then you go into the tunnel with one goal down? So yeah, like honestly, they've been playing well. So I see them coming back sooner or later. Like in just one, in fact, Man U might be the team that they will beat anyhow to get into good form. I won't be surprised. So they've been playing well, but something is not just clicking. Now, what is not clicking, I don't know. I don't know because I feel okay, fine. They've lost Thiago. Thiago, as funny as it sounds, when he came, he was not playing fine, and we are calling him my dear ball of that. But right now, it's so integral to how they play. It's so important to them. And I think I don't know, Van Dijk one-on-one duels as like it's been suspicious lately, right?
Yeah.
So did you watch the goal as Zaha scored against
Yeah.
Alisson?
Yeah.
So like it was so weird that I just found out that Van Dijk was coming. He did not even bother to cover the other space, like cover the space, the other side. And Zaha just, after Eze already destroyed Fabinho's life in the midfield totally, like finished him. And then Zaha just ran straight at Van Dijk. He was not even, I don't know, his positioning was bad. And next thing, just a little feint to the side and then bottom corner, 1-0. So I feel like they are losing they are missing money. Anyway, personally, I feel like that. They are really missing money. Even though Diaz goal was exceptional, was really, 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 really good. And Salah has not yet, it's like, anyway, I saw one stat like in the last 5-game week, second game week, Salah only has 2 assists, 0 goals, like all the previous seasons, and he scores every first match of the season. So it's just one very weird start. So I feel like sooner or later they will bounce back. But I'm very happy because so far I and Liverpool, it comes down to a matter of 1 point. So for as many points that they lose, it's just good news for me, like very, very good news for me. So I'm really happy that they're losing or they are drawing, sorry. Because a draw right now is like a loss when it comes to Liverpool and I.
4 points, sorry.
Exactly, 4 points from 6 games. So they've only won 2 points from 6 points, sorry. So I don't know. Maybe. I don't think they're going to buy anybody else, to be honest.
Club already said they were not buying anybody else.
Their transfer window is over, not until next season. So they're going to bounce back. I'm very sure. Like the quality in that team is too much not to bounce back. So it's just time.
Yeah, they'll challenge for the top 4.
They won't doing this one.
No, I'm not talking about me challenging for the league now, but like I just feel like they are not going to come back.
Maybe, but Man City too can fuck up.
No, like the thing is, like these are the teams that Liverpool uses actually.
Yeah. Because
these are the
I
teams.
saw one point last season that Liverpool against bottom half, against second, like bottom half, like 10 to 20.
Those are the teams.
They dropped just only 2 points against them.
These are the teams Liverpool actually gain points from. That is just the fact. I'm not bouncing or anything. The fact is Liverpool gain points from all these teams more than the teams that are in the top half.
Yes, of course. Yes, they play 2-2 a lot of times.
So I feel like for them to have already dropped 4 points from all these people already, like I don't know. Apart from Man U and Arsenal, I don't think Liverpool beats any of these top 6 teams easily. So they are still going to drop points against other teams again. And Man City, one thing is Man City finds it easy to beat the top teams. They have problem against the
smaller teams. Yeah.
Which smaller team they get problem against? Now only Crystal Palace now.
Brighton.
Brighton give you Brighton I beat 4-1, 3-0 last season.
And because you beat them last
season. Crystal Palace and Tottenham. Shey you see Son against me.
Let's not talk about you. I don't talk that
much. Okay, how stupid was this guy's red card, Nunes?
A scale of 1 to 10, 100. Like he's so stupid. Like this is like what happened. What Anderson did there was just a primary one. What like I don't even understand. It's just normal antics from defenders in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Just normal antics. Like it's normal thing. And
Really
even he does
messed
not
up.
even know how to. He does not even know how to be wicked. Self. When is that how to be wicked? How can you be wicked openly? Like at least if you want to be wicked in the Premier League, you do it with style. You do it like a Diego Costa. That is how to be wicked in the Premier League. That is very stupid of him. Oh. And if I'm very sure what happened there, if he was playing under a coach that was very, very strict, it's going to be hard for him to get back into the team. It's going to be very, very hard for him. If he was playing under, let's say, a Mourinho does not like stupid players. If he was playing under Mourinho, probably he's going to have a hard time getting back into the team. But I will forgive him that, okay, it's just his first season in the Premier League. Probably at Benfica, when he does that, they will be begging him that, Egba, go, please now, sorry. Because I don't understand what was trying to get, seriously. I don't understand. But maybe Klopp understands. Or, I don't know. God will help him, sha. But me, I'm happy. There's enough chance to ban Liverpool for spending 100 million on a bull. So let's see how it is. But that guy is not going to. I'm not sure he's going to have a productive season. Because now they're going to start targeting him.
Yeah.
You know how Premier League is. Yeah, he has not even played rugged defenders. This guy played Anderson.
He has not faced Romero of Tottenham. The one
that my stupid Gabriel. He has not faced him. He has not faced
in that Premier League. That Romero is the nastiest. It was not the one that
put. And now it was the one that guy is nastiest. Very dirty. That guy is very, very dirty.
But just talk about Crystal Palace. Can you just analyze that?
Yeah, sure. I watched the match. Yesterday. So it's just about, anyways. You know, when you're coming to Anfield, you have this feeling of, let's just do our best, because sometimes you can't just avoid it. The crowd is too much, and then, in fact, after Diaz goal, it was almost looking like Liverpool was going to score a winner. Like the crowd was so behind Liverpool, and then the noise.
I thought they were going to get it.
Exactly.
At the same time, kudos to Vieira. His setup was fantastic.
Yeah. So it's like he actually see this new managers that we have, these bottom teams. We already have like really, really smart managers that they actually know what they want to do, and then they come to do it. They like it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. But when it works, you appreciate it. You appreciate that this guy is
even when it doesn't work, you know that this guy tried to do something.
But to me, to be honest, I feel like all these smaller managers, when they face Man City, they're always like, "Oh, I give up. I need to
no, sometimes
Man City has different kind of sword to use to kill.
Exactly,
okay,
right?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe.
So we remove Mahrez, we bring Grealish. We remove Foden, we bring Alvarez. We remove KDB, we bring
and that is the same thing I was saying about Liverpool's recruits. See now, Liverpool wanted to make changes yesterday. They were bringing in Tsimikas. And that's like, these are not players that are going to come in and the opposition will be scared. Like, just finish with one mad person. They bring, that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
I don't feel like, I feel like this, and now check the core of the team now. The core of the team are already very good. So now they have to start everything from the beginning again. And Liverpool again, they are not like, Klopp is not like Guardiola. Even the young players, but he's not even integrating them into the team. It's all until he has an injury crisis before Klopp is going to start using the young players he has in the team. So I don't know how it's going, but I feel like once this is this core of the team, once like they can't give this 100% performance every week again, it's going to find it very, 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 very hard. It's going to find it very hard.
I feel
like it knows. I feel like it knows because I don't understand how Klopp is always giving excuses of dry pitch, dry whatever, dry weather. Weather is good today. That is why we are like, I don't understand the guy anymore. Like he's becoming someone that probably does not know what he's doing anymore. Seriously, that is how I just see him now. Because I don't understand his complaints. His complaint has been too much. Like, and that is from like towards the end of last season. Now he has been complaining too much. Once you lose a match or something, that he says the grass is too long, or he says it's too dry. Like yesterday night, I said, what did he even say? Like I was just pissed. Like, bro, you are a big coach, coaching a team as big as Liverpool. You are not supposed to find any excuse if you are unable to get the whole 3 points against Crystal Palace. You are supposed to give credit to the team. Give credit to Crystal Palace. Set up really nice and all. Like, you're not supposed to find any excuse again. I don't know, Sha. That guy is too bitter. I'm probably not like not giving him any respect again right now. Like he's too bitter.
But Crystal Palace actually set up Eze and Zaha. So Zaha was like
Eze was marvelous.
Yeah, it was very good. And the entire plan was just to sit deep and counter. That's it. In fact, there was no much space for Anderson to do all these smart switches because Liverpool plays so much high line, like, and they pin your wingers back. And but one thing about Liverpool is if you're able to break through, then you just have to beat Alisson. Sometimes Alisson is very difficult to beat, but sometimes you cannot keep out a goal, no matter.
Yeah, Eze had one like that. Though it was an offside call, but he still went on to miss it. But that guy, apart from him not being a very good goal scorer, that guy is marvelous. Bro, he was the only one in the midfield that match, and he controlled it. Like
I won't say controlled it though. He didn't control the midfield now because they played Crystal Palace hands down.
Yes,
like,
they played
Crystal
Palace hands down. But bro, the ball is from Van Dijk to Arnold. I didn't see any meaningful play.
You want to go and check the stats? Okay, did you watch the match?
I didn't see any. I watched the match now. I didn't see any meaningful play.
No, I don't think you did in the first.
From anybody.
First half.
Even when any of Liverpool's midfielder is going to hold the ball, check it. It is always from the wing. Probably an Elliot. Apart from Elliot, yeah, of course. Elliot was marvelous. Elliot was also marvelous in that match. Like there was.
Salah even played very well. He created like the number of big chances he created last season was like the last person that did so much I think Fernandes about 8 or 10 big chances that Salah created. If you know how many balls even that bull missed even before he
that bastard
the number of chances. So I just feel like let's Liverpool is going to come back on track. Let's just move on to another.
They are definitely Liverpool is too good, but at the same time their recruiting system has not been good. Like I feel like maybe clubs look like those players as if they are not going to grow or they are not going to like get bad or anything. I don't know. Let's just see how it goes, because apart from Konate in Liverpool's defense, and probably Gomez, and I think Klopp has not allowed us to actually see much of that guy. I don't think they have anybody else. Matip is old, Van Dijk is old, and Phillips is not all that. He's not all that. Phillips is just there. So apart from Konate, I don't think there's anybody again. So let's just see how it goes, Let's see how it goes. But I'm not expecting
higher than us now.
Definitely, they are my boss now. And now, I'm my boss.
Okay, so let's move to the main event. The Chelsea versus Tottenham.
Tactical genius match.
Okay, before we go into the match, how bad was the referee?
English FA bad. Let me just put it that way. But at the same time, I feel like probably the match being a derby, the ref does not want to like disrupt play too much. So that's what I just feel. I feel like probably does not want to, disrupt the play too much. He does not want to probably blow for any little 4 hour no. I feel like the one I can call a major error in the game would probably be the Romero pulling Cucurella's hair. That is the only major. That is like the major error I'm going to say. Like the other one, that is the foul on Havertz. I feel like the player has gone on too long for them to like call it back. Guys, I feel like I didn't like immediately Tottenham collected the ball. They used that same attack to like net. It would have been easier. But like Chelsea has already repaired their attack like 3 times before they scored. So I feel like it's already too long for them to like call back play on that. So apart from that, considering that it was that same corner Kane used to equalize. Sorry. So using that same corner to equalize was very bad, and I'm very sure like Tuchel was very, very angry. Like, but at the same time, that was the only major error I'm going to say I saw from the match. And it's a derby. You can't be expecting the ref to blow for every foul.
Okay, we don't have much time, so but you're going to explain to us the tactical aspect of the game, and Kay, you're just going to talk to us about the 2 managers, what transpired between both of them. So, but just start.
Okay, so basically, from what I read and tried to like listen, so it was to me anyway. I think Tuchel actually won the tactical battle, but he just messed up because I felt if you like Chelsea were to me in control of the match after James goal, but but there was something that Conte did was to raise antics of the game. So it's something
Okay, so
that
you're talking about when it became 2-1.
yeah, I want to start from when it was 1-0, and then
Okay.
when Tottenham equalized 1-1.
Okay.
There's something Chelsea were almost in total control because like they were for the first half, honestly. Tottenham could not, very shitty. Chelsea had them pinned back fully. Chelsea knew the game plan and executed it perfectly.
As I was actually like I've already considered if like Chelsea has won this match.
But Chelsea messed up because one thing Conte did is fine. We are not matching them in play, but we can match them in aggression. So the first goal that Tottenham scored, he celebrated it right in front of Tuchel's face, which is not right to me because you cannot go.
That was after their fight now.
No, that was what caused the fight now, the celebration of the first goal. So when Tottenham scored, he went to front of Tuchel's, what do they call it? Where the
technical area.
Yeah, and then he did like this then that was when Tuchel now like, bro, like then it caused the fight. And then at that point, tensions were high, very, very high. And then you could see it translating to the players.
But I think the problem already started before the goal, though. I think Tuchel was already shouting. Right.
No, that was the main issue.
It was already shouting right from. No, it was already.
That was the major
right
issue.
From when Romero did that tackle on.
That
was where it started.
No, when Romero did that tackle on Havertz, was that which one is that?
Yeah, that one.
First goal now. That was where the
first goal.
Yeah,
now.
When Romero tackled on Havertz. Yeah, no, for Tottenham.
No. For Tottenham.
That's what I'm saying now. The celebration of the goal.
Yeah,
that's what.
No, but now the thing is.
Yes, it was spiked. Yes, Tuchel was spiked when he saw that the foul was not.
So
yes, but that's what I'm saying. It was spiked, but it was Conte that aggravated the whole issue by celebrating right in front of his face.
I feel like it was just a way of. I feel like it was a way of shitting in his face. Like they are not.
That's what I'm saying. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like he actually brought in aggression. And then before I go to the tactical part, though, I'm just trying to say sometimes aggression can actually help you push tactics away for a little, and then your players can lose their heads and sometimes forget instructions. Yeah. So what Conte did at a particular point was when he changed, before I moved there, when he changed to back to his 4-2-4, and then he brought in Richarlison. Richarlison naturally is that kind of a player. You want to cause aggression on the pitch, he's the perfect candidate for you. He's going to come to, if you notice, immediately Richarlison came, there was this extra layer of how would I say from Tottenham, and that's one thing that Conte has been able to put into this Tottenham players. They're ready to fight. They're ready to be rough. They're ready to give whatever it takes. So personally, tactical wise, Conte started with I think he didn't start with his I think he started with Loftus-Cheek at wing back, which was just like a decoy because later Loftus-Cheek moves into the midfield. He moves into midfield, and then Reece James is able to take the right flank ball, and Mount was always free. That was one. Like I felt Chelsea had so much possession that that's the problem. It's that creativity. Like they had this amount of tactical superiority that with just a little bit of creativity, they could have just
another guard.
2 or 3 goals. Yeah, they could have been 2 or 3 goals ahead. Honestly, like way before all this bullshit started to happen. Because
that was the same thing I was pointing out the other time. Like this Tottenham team, they don't have anything at their back.
They don't. So Tuchel, I believe Tuchel is a very good manager. Like tactically, he's very, very good. And he was able to create, something about football, about being a coach is, the best thing you can do is to create this setup. Then for your players to show, your setup is supposed to allow your players to show their best qualities, right? So you are supposed to put a player in a position where he's going to be able to bring out his best. You're not going to be the one to tell him, okay, this is when you're going to dribble, this is when you're going to. There are just sometimes where a player's natural abilities will come in, but your job as a coach is to bring the best environment for such situations to happen. So Tuchel actually did that to me. He actually created the best tactic that could have won that game. But the creativity, there was no player in that Chelsea team that could offer that creativity that was just able to break that line. And their first goal came from a corner. Fine, it was due to a moment of sustained pressure, but it came from a corner. It was not as a result of fit play
or anything.
exactly. Exactly. So it came from a corner, and that was what allowed Conte to come back into the game. And anyway, Conte actually made a particular change at a point when they were level. We went back to 3-4-3. So that it was then Tuchel actually went back to 3-4-3 to when he brought in Aspilicueta. So he wanted to match Tuchel 1-for-1. Man for one. And then the point where Reece James scored, Conte was using a 4-man. The setup was like a 4-man defense. And then when you're playing against like 3-4-3, when Chelsea's attacking, it's like a 5-5. When it's like 5 in the front, right? And so 4 of those 5 can keep your defenders so occupied that you don't know that there's a wing back out there that is free. We saw that last season with Chilwell and Reece James at the beginning of the season, where they were just scoring in goals for fun at the beginning before they had injuries. Yeah. Because Chelsea can pin your 4-man back in such a way that one of their wing backs gets to be free. If you see Reece James' goal, Chelsea won the ball back high, and then it was just from Kante to Sterling, and then Reece James was entirely free. The whole defense were moved up to the far left, and then Reece James scored. So personally, Tuchel won the tactical battle, but there's an amount of aggression that I believe Conte knew could help some players forget instructions, because if you see the last goal, see how free Harry Kane was. Like, even the marking in the box, it was just obvious that this thing was getting to the Chelsea players' head, and I don't know, Tuchel, Conte was able to sneak out the way. He did that against Man City last season, 2-2, 9 minutes, 50 minutes. So that's who Conte is.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, what transfer between two managers? I think Bolan explained. So we're talking about the ending part. Just tell us who you feel was right, who you feel was wrong in that situation.
There was not any reason to like drag him back and tell him, look into my face, not like that is primary two. That is primary two picking. Like that is very, very stupid. That is just it. I feel like I think that it was not a professional setting. Conte could have just punched him immediately. Because no, that's the fact. Now, like, you didn't have any right to like drag me back and telling me I should look into your face if I want to shake you or something. Because from the movement, Conte was never actually ready to shake him. It was because Tuchel like stretch his hand out. That was why Conte also collected it. Yeah. Conte was ready to like not shake him or anything and just go into the dressing room. It was not that stretch out his hand, and Conte collected and wants to move on. I don't know, that Tuchel is kind of a bad loser too. Kind of.
He is
not as bad as not as bad as Klopp though, but like he's a bad loser too. So I just feel like if he thinks that match is 2 points lost, not 1 point gained. So I feel like that was why he was just looking for a way to make himself feel good. That's what I just think. That last fight between them, I think Tuchel was just looking for a way to make himself feel good. Because he didn't have any right to do that.
Okay. I think Premier League has come out to say there will not be any decisions taken on Romero. Do you feel that's right? Do you feel that it's right, or do you feel like
there's nothing? It's just, even though you probably want to say it's wrong, but I feel like it's part of the game, kind of. It's part of the game, kind of. It's just like the guy. You can make an argument of like he didn't know his hair was there or something. Because the fact is, I've played too, and I know like sometimes you are not. It's not like you actually meant to do something, but like it's just part of the game. You won't know.
Mm-hmm.
It just happens. So, and I feel like it's not that bad yet for him to like have actions take. Although I still feel like the FA is actually, since I last season now, they've been giving the directions in favor of Tottenham for some time now. But at the same time, I don't think
Chelsea fans even have problem against Anthony Taylor. They don't want to see that guy.
Yeah. Many people has problem against that guy. That guy is bad in so many of his matches.
Okay, so this was another very interesting episode of our channel, and I want to say thank you guys for coming, and thank you guys for also watching us, and thank you for liking. Please don't forget to share, subscribe, and at least comment. And I promise you, if you comment on this video, we'll try as much as possible to read your comment on this video on the next video that we do, which will be on Thursday next tomorrow.
Thursday, but okay,
Yeah,
Thursday.
which will be on Thursday. So thank you very much for coming, and GB, any sign off?
Yeah, thank you very much. Always having the time to listen and tune in to join us. So hopefully we get to give you better content, and Arsenal is not going to finish second.
Why are you waiting? Like why?
See, I don't mind though. I don't mind if you finish second.
Let's sign off. Let's sign off first.
Give you success.
You are mad.
Give you success.
You are very stupid.
I give you coach.
So
I give you Jesus. I give you.
You don't give me coach. You don't give me coach. Arteta has always been Arsenal. Arteta has always been Arsenal.
Was it not
And
that
now,
contract before he left?
Arteta has always been
Was it
Arsenal
not that
now.
contract with me before he left?
That one has story now. Show
I give you coach now.
Okay,
I
your
trade
sign
coach
off,
for
sign
you.
off.
So
I trade coach for you.
Thank you to our viewers. Thank you
And Man
for
City.
comments and likes. Yeah, and continue. We are here to serve you better. Thank you.
Yes, like Man City too.
Okay, thank you.
Good
Thank you very much for coming, and this is goodbye.
Don't sign out of it.
Yeah, I've ended.
Only at you.